can't smell this, obviously, but it smells like it smells sweet, but it also smells like fermentation of some kind is happening. And I don't know if that's a good sign. It probably isn't. I've smelled fermented honey before, and that's kind of what I'm smelling now, but I haven't smelled it too often inside a hive unless there's moisture in the hive, or there's something inside the hive that's screwed everything up and the bees can't access the honey frames, and the honey frames go moldy or ferment. But anyhow, I came out here and I put this silver tape around the cracks of all my supers, because as you can see, like, this super has a handle, and this handle, and they all have different handles, so they were all made from different places. One of these I got from a local beekeeper. One of them I got from Manitoba, and another one I think I got from Nova Scotia, and none of them fit. They're all slightly off, and there's little cracks and imperfections, and there's always these cracks between the big gaps between the supers of a lot of my hives because of that. And bees don't always fill it up with propolis, so I'm trying out, instead of duct tape, I'm trying out this silver tape. I guess it's furnace tape or something. But anyhow, not sure why that smells like fermented honey, and I don't think that's a good sign, and it's too freaking cold to dig into it right now. This hive also looks like it's not slightly tilting this way too. I don't think I can do anything about that right now, but yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, there's definitely a fermentation smell going on, so I might have to check that out. So I was just putting some more silver tape around the cracks between the supers on this hive as well. And I'm curious to see how that plays out, because I've used duct tape before, but duct tape is a bit finicky. It doesn't always stick well, and it peels off and all this stuff. And I was told by another beekeeper that this stuff is dynamite. Creates a perfect seal, never comes undone. It's easy to put on, and I got 2 big rolls of it for pretty cheap, so I'm happy with that. So we'll just see what it does, see if it seals in the bees well for winter. But anyhow, the fermentation honey smell that I smelled over by the other hive, I can smell it around this hive too. So I don't know, maybe I'm smelling, maybe there's something like, yeah, maybe it's this stuff or something growing in the area it could be some kind of honey that I'm smelling, not just a fermentation rotten smell. I can smell it right now. Whatever it is, can't just be the hives. I'm smelling it out and about here too. So I think I'm smelling something that's either the rotting leaves or rotting vegetation in the fall, which does happen, or there is some sort of honey or nectar that the bees have collected. Who knows? It could be dogberry nectar. I don't know. I don't think it is, because that doesn't happen until that happens in the much later in the year, earlier in the year. But there's the dogberries. Anyhow, yeah. So I don't know what that smell is. Let me just take a whiff of this one again. It's not as strong now, but I've had it open for about 20 minutes, so I don't know. But there's something like a fermented honey smell to it. So there might be some sort of nectar that the bees were collecting at the end of the season that has a bit of a stink to it. And it could be goldenrod nectar, because goldenrod nectar stinks, or honey stinks. It has a certain smell to it, and some people like it and some people don't, but it has been compared to rotten gym socks, and maybe that's what I'm smelling. Anyway, I'm going to just take a quick peek under the hood of each of these hives just to see if these bees are friendly. They may not be, because it isn't really that warm right now, and we'll see what happens. I'm smelling alarm pheromone now, so I don't think I'm going to dig into these guys right now. Okay. Yeah, okay. So they're all clustered up top right now, which is not what I want to see. I want to see them clustered down below. But they could be clustered up now because we had a warm day today. But I don't know if you can see it, but no, you can't. But going into winter, I love seeing the bees clustering down below and hanging off the bottom bars. And when you look into the bottom entrance, you can see the bees just hanging off the bottom. And they're not doing that right now. So that's not great. Honestly, I don't know if there's much I can do with these bees right now. This late in the season, they're not taking syrup. I don't have any food for them. They've got a pollen patty that they haven't finished eating, so they don't care about that right now. They're done with whatever is going on with that. And there's really not much I can do. I'll seal in this section here with some tape, and I'll leave them alone and hope for the best. And I'll check on them in a month from now, I guess, and just probably once a month for the rest of the season. And hopefully nothing bad is going on. Anyway, we'll see. So I just checked out the level of the hive, and it's definitely, I used a little app on my cell phone, and it's definitely tilting more this way. And I think I can figure out why, because it's been sitting on this stand for a year or so, and it's been sitting there, and just the weight of it is probably just starting to sink into the ground. And this side is not, I mean, it's pretty heavy, but it's obviously not as heavy as that side. So it's a bit of a tilt. If there's any moisture in this hive in the winter, it's gonna pour down on that side of the hive. And also this hive, the way I've got this set up, I don't think it's tilted much towards the front, so if there's any moisture in the back, it might not pour out the front, it might just stay in the back. So that's always an issue. I can see why some people use screened bottom boards, or like open screened bottom boards, for ventilation and just for getting that excess moisture out. Or some people drill holes, big holes in the middle of their bottom boards too, for the same effect with mesh over them. But anyway, this is what I got, and they're just gonna have to cope with it. I might put some wrap on this hive, and I might put some ventilation, some insulation up top. I didn't give them anything last year, not much anyway, I don't think. There might have been a bit of black wrap on for a while, but I can't remember. But I'm really getting into doing as little as possible, but in the winter. But I think I might have to adjust my my methods according to each location, because in Flat Rock, they're definitely, no matter what I do, they just don't do anything. The bees just don't get to grow up to be nice, strong colonies. They just sort of putter along the whole time. So I might have to give them an extra boost in the winter or do something. Anyway, but we'll see what happens. These are the farm hives for now.